Right now, as you're watching this video, there's a part of you that could literally leave your physical body and travel anywhere in the universe. That you could visit distant places, meet other beings, and explore realms that exist beyond our physical reality. This isn't science fiction or New Age fantasy. This is astral projection, and millions of people around the world claim they've done it. But here's what nobody talks about: the dangerous mistakes beginners make that can turn this incredible experience into something terrifying, and the straightforward techniques that separate successful astral projectors from those who never leave their bodies. Some say travelers encounter parasitic entities that feed on their energy. Others report terrifying sleep paralysis, where you can't move, can't scream, and feel a presence looming over you. And then there are accounts of people who return changed, never quite the same again. Astral projection. It's an experience reported across every culture and era in human history. And today, we're not just going to talk about what it is. We're going to look at the declassified CIA documents that studied it, the real potential dangers nobody talks about, and the practical steps that might allow you to experience it for yourself. Stick around, because this might change everything you think you know about the nature of your own consciousness. The idea of a spirit or consciousness leaving the body is one of humanity's most enduring concepts. But is it real? Is it a trick of the brain? Or is it the most profound proof we have that we are more than just our physical forms? To answer that, we need to be thorough. We can't just look at one side. So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll define what astral projection actually is and isn't, and we'll hear from the ancient esoteric traditions that have mapped this territory for millennia. Second, we'll look at the cold, hard science. What did the CIA's Stargate project actually find? And what do neuroscientists see happening in the brain during these experiences? And finally, we'll get practical. I'll walk you through the most common technique used to induce an out-of-body experience. And we have to have a serious talk about the potential risks and psychological dangers that most YouTube videos on this topic completely ignore. So what is astral projection? At its core, it's the reported experience of your consciousness, your awareness, separating from your physical body and operating in a non-physical dimension often called the astral plane. This isn't a new idea. Ancient Egypt, they called it the Ka, or the double, a spiritual body that could travel independently. Tibetan Buddhism. The practice of Phawa, the transference of consciousness, is a central tantric practice. The Tibetan Book of the Dead is essentially a guide for consciousness after it leaves the body. Hermeticism and alchemy. These traditions speak of the body of light, or the astral body, a subtle form made of a higher grade of matter than the physical body. The common thread here is a map. These traditions don't see it as a random dream. They see it as a journey into a real, albeit non-physical realm, with its own rules and landscapes. They describe a silver cord of energy that connects the astral body to the physical one, ensuring a safe return. This isn't just fantasy, it's a sophisticated, detailed cosmology. So that's the ancient wisdom. But what does modern science say? This is where it gets fascinating. Let's talk about the CIA's Stargate project. Declassified in the 1990s, this was a multi-million-dollar program that investigated psychic phenomena for military use, including remote viewing, which is essentially astral projection with a mission to spy on distant locations. The results? The CIA found it was statistically significant. It worked better than chance. In their own reports, they concluded that the phenomenon was real and that a trained viewer could access information regardless of distance or shielding. Think about the implications of that for the nature of consciousness. Now, the skeptical argument is that this is all just happening in the brain, and neuroscience offers a compelling counterpart. Scientists have identified a part of the brain called the Temporoparietal Junction, TPJ. Its job is to integrate sensory information to create your sense of having a body located in a specific point in space. When this region is disrupted, in experiments using electrodes or through conditions like epilepsy or sleep paralysis, people report vivid out-of-body experiences. So is that it? Is it just a brain glitch? Not so fast. The mystery deepens with cases of veridical perception. There are numerous accounts from people under anesthesia or in near-death experiences who report leaving their bodies and observing specific, verifiable details, like conversations happening in another room or the pattern on a surgical light, that they could not have possibly known through normal means. This is the real puzzle. The brain glitch theory explains the feeling, but it struggles to explain the information. How could a malfunctioning brain acquire accurate, new information about the physical world? So here's the synthesis, the revelation where these threads might connect. The ancient maps describe the territory and the vehicle, the astral plane and the astral body. Neuroscience describes the control panel inside the brain that allows us to interface with the physical world and, perhaps, switch to a different mode of perception. The CIA documents and veridical NDE cases suggest that this switch in modes might allow for the acquisition of objective information. One compelling theory is that consciousness is not produced by the brain, but filtered by it. The brain, like a radio receiver, tunes into the signal of consciousness and translates it into a physical experience. Practices like astral projection might be the process of fine-tuning the receiver to a different frequency, allowing consciousness to operate without its usual physical constraints. Okay, so let's say this is all possible. Why does it matter? What's the implication for you right now? This isn't just about having a cool supernatural experience. The profound implication is what it suggests about the nature of your own existence. If you can experience the world from a perspective outside your body, it shatters the materialist belief that you are your body. It provides direct, experiential evidence that you are fundamentally consciousness, awareness itself, that is temporarily using a body. This can have a radical effect on your life. The fear of death diminishes. Your identification with your physical flaws, your aches, your pains, your ego, it all starts to loosen. You begin to relate to yourself not as a noun, a fixed thing, but as a verb, an infinite field of awareness having a temporary human experience. That is a psychological game changer. So let's bring it all home. We started with an ancient human dream, to fly free from the body. We looked at the esoteric maps that guide the way, the scientific studies that confirm something is happening, and the terrifying and awe-inspiring cases that suggest our consciousness might not be nearly as confined as we think. We arrived at a possibility, that you are not just a brain in a skull, but a conscious explorer capable of perceiving far more than your five senses allow. Now, if you want to try this for yourself, the most common and accessible technique is called the indirect method, pioneered by expert Michael Raduga. It hinges on attempting to project during natural awakenings throughout the night, or from a nap. Here's a simplified version. Set intentions. As you go to sleep, firmly tell yourself, "I will become conscious while my body is asleep." Upon waking, the moment you wake up, do not move, not a muscle. Don't even open your eyes or swallow. Any physical movement will pull you fully into your body. Try a technique. Immediately, in that still half-asleep state, immediately try to separate. The simplest method is to try to roll out of bed as if you're using a ghost body. Don't imagine it. Try to do it. Alternatively, try to float upwards towards the ceiling or pull yourself out with an imaginary rope above you. It often feels impossible for the first second, and then suddenly it works. You might hear a vibration or a loud buzzing sound. Don't be afraid, this is normal. Now, the serious part. The dangers. The biggest danger is not getting lost in the astral plane. The silver cord theory suggests you can't. The real danger is psychological. Sleep disruption. You can become so focused on projection that you develop insomnia. Sleep paralysis. This is a common gateway, but it can be terrifying if you don't understand what's happening. You may feel a crushing pressure or see frightening figures. Remember, they are projections of your own mind. The fear is the fuel. Replace fear with curiosity, and they lose all power. Existential shock. Profoundly altering your model of reality can be deeply disorienting. Ground yourself. Meditate. Walk in nature. Integrate the experience slowly. This path is not a game. It's a serious exploration of consciousness. Tread with respect, both for the phenomenon and for your own mind. This is, without a doubt, one of the deepest rabbit holes we can go down. I've only scratched the surface here. I want to hear from you now. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? What was it like? Share your story in the comments below. The conversation there is always incredible. If this video expanded your mind, hit the like button and subscribe. It truly helps the channel. To go deeper, watch this video next. The Science of Sleep Paralysis, Gateway to Another World. Thanks for exploring with me today. Remember, question everything, but never stop exploring.